on her kids that she'd never kissed a girl at that point. And so that kind of leads up, but nobody had any inkling that what would unfold just a couple months later.
Right. It's like, I think that's where we got confused for a minute as an audience. It's like her kissing LaToya at the bolo night. LaToya as a girl has totally separate from her allegedly having this rumored affair with Ty kissing another girl.
Yes.
Who could have predicted
It was because
this?
at Drew's house, she denied it when we were together.
Right.
We went to Portugal. She continued to deny it.
Right.
And then she shoots this movie, which you will see involves a situation with a girl. And then what happens in her real life, which is art imitating life, I guess. I mean, life imitating art. So who would have guessed that?
Wow. Well, I mean, and also leave it to Marlo to come and speak up and say that she filmed the whole thing when she was kissing LaToya. So there's also that we have to. I mean, you can't make this stuff up, right?
You know what? I think Marlo filmed Drew. I was there when Marlo actually was filming Drew talking really ill about LaToya because she was trying to make it seem like LaToya was such a liar and such a horrible person for saying that they kissed. And Marlo was recording it because Marlo was like, does your friend LaToya know how you feel about her? So that was something else.
I mean, see, this is why, you should be learning from this, Courtney. Like, season to season, what you've done this season.
But that's why
if this comes out in 2 years, 3 years.
You just have to be honest. And when, sometimes we're drinking and we're filming. You'll see something happen with me and Drew, which I can't talk about. It's very interesting. I really didn't know what I said. So, I was like, I absolutely did not say something, which I did not say it in that context. And I wasn't even talking about Drew, I don't think. But then I got confused when I saw the clip because it was super unclear. And so we had this scene where I was like, Drew, I really don't know what I said. But if I said this, I'm very sorry.
Right, I'm
I
sorry.
own it. I'm sorry. And she doubled down on it. And then, production's like, why did you apologize? Because we have the audio and it's not clear who you're talking about. And I'm like, because I really don't know. I didn't feel like she was, a bitch. Because actually, Manyetta said that I called Drew a bitch. And I'm talking to Sanya in this scene. And I'm saying, and this bitch, da-da-da-da-da. I don't even know what I was talking about. We were laughing and drinking.
It's hard. Listen, I don't remember what I said yesterday.
But saying this bitch and I will talk to Shereé and be like, so this bitch, it's not like saying, oh, this person, Drew's a bitch. That was never the context behind it.
Right.
Regardless, it's choppy, it's unclear. If I said it, whatever context, if it was about you, Drew, I am sorry, right?
You're like, I didn't mean it.
Apologize, right? And then I find out later I probably wasn't even talking about her. And so then I was real mad at myself. But hey.
You're like, wait a second.
But if I did it, I own it. I'm grown. I'm not perfect. I say things sometimes. But if I say it, I mean it when I say it. I might just not remember.
Listen, it's hard to remember everything that we say.
Right.
Ralph must be then somewhat... I mean, look, you're going through a divorce. That's not great, but you must feel somewhat vindicated because, I agree with you. I had this narrative of, you hear they're getting a divorce, you think, well, we had Tampa, we had the chocolate, the assistant, the chocolate magic Mike, and who knows,
Vegas.
The
chocolate magic Mike, which that has already aired, right?
Yeah,
so I can say this. So Ralph was in Vegas for a tech conference, which I knew that because we were we were building this friendship. We were friends, cousin at this point. So when that happened, I was literally when I told him, I'm like, what were you? He's like, I was there for work. Drew knew that. He's like, oh, Drew and I were just joking about that. That wasn't real. I'm like, are you kidding me? So when you see it, it looks like it was real, but it was a joke between him and Drew that Drew then brings back to the friend group like he really was doing this, which to me is just not okay.
Oh, so he was never even doing
it was a joke. Someone said it to him as a joke, and him and Drew were laughing about it. And she's like, where do you, are you doing your little Magic Mike thing in Vegas? And they thought he thought it was funny. And then when he saw it, he was so heartbroken.
Yeah, I mean, you think first of all, we all know, we picture Vegas. We've all been there. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Now you picture that you're on this movie, some woman invited you to audition for Chocolate Magic Mike. We all can imagine what is probably happening there. Yeah. At least that narrative.
Right. So it was a narrative that she ran with that wasn't even real.
And that can't be innocent. Like, Drew must be... I mean, she can't just be saying this thinking, oh, wait, was that caught on camera? It's producers.
I think that up until this point, Ralph might have given her more of a benefit, like saying, well, I know Drew, and, she jokes about a lot of things, but I think now it's super clear.
I think so.
Yeah, to not just Ralph, but the audience as well.
So, right. So there was really no Tampa in terms of like... He went to Tampa, right, but he didn't disappear in the stripper. And there was no Chocolate Magic Mike where he went to Vegas. Interesting.
From what he told me. I mean, I know he was at a tech conference. He did a live, actually, from the conference. So that's what he was in Vegas for.
So why doesn't he just... I mean, I know, like, technically he's not the housewife. It's like not the tight... Like, why don't you just say, all this is fake? I don't know. If I were Ralph, I would say that.
You would, right?
I would.
No, you think he might do that on the reunion this year?
I think maybe, yeah.
Maybe. If I was him, I would. I don't know.
I mean, I would, especially if you're getting this divorce. And
yeah. I think that every housewife, I'm pretty sure everyone has said that Drew's a compulsive liar this season so far. So I think the audience is starting to pick up on that maybe. And I think maybe he will. I don't know.
So what do you think is worse? A compulsive liar, Drew, or someone who is treating production horribly and basically sucks the life out of a room?
I think someone who treats people horribly and sucks the life out of a room, because I'm not sure if Drew even understands the damage that she does with her lying. I think it's to have a narrative and to double down on storylines fitting the narrative that she's put out there to continue the story on the platform. And I think that she thinks probably that Ralph's supposed to just be like, I'm taking one for the team. This is my wife. This is for our family. It's just TV Ralph. But reality TV is different from acting in like a film or a show. Like, you go home and life continues and reputations are ruined to 1 million plus people. So I don't think that's okay, especially for the father of your young kids.
Yeah. I mean, I know she's an actress, but this is not. Maybe she's confused. I think the lines are blurred a little bit. Like, I like Drew as a person. I think... I don't know why. Like, she's fun. She's lighthearted. But learning, I just think it's a really bad character flaw, honestly. Do you think this divorce is full steam ahead? It's happening. It's not going to... We've had lots of other...
Never say never. I'm not sure. But I think that it's a disaster at this point.
Well, that's going to be for an interesting reunion.